What's good with it? What's hood with it? You already know what it is, who it is, man. What's the deal over here? We keep it reckless and real. Huh, how you feel? You already know, man. Sunday cookout, cook out, look out, look out. Keep it 100. You getting took out, took out. Y'all know who in the building. What's in the building is love, man. Turn up, burn up, man. Get your bread and earn up. You know what I mean? Go ahead and shout yourself out, Dub, and the guest, bro.
PWG&E, man. Sunday cookout, free but not free. Over Mafia Entertainment, East Oakland, California. You already know what to do. Y'all been tuning in for 8 episodes. I'm sure you're happy to be here. We got a nice guest today. We about to kind of touch on some hot topics. They don't seem like they hot. They a little hot though. They talking about, you know what I'm saying, relationships. That's always hot. We gonna get it cooking though, man. What's up, my nigga Rod?
Oh, praise God. I'm doing all right. I'm in the building and I ain't going nowhere. I'm out here in Los Angeles, California. It's a nice sunny day. So, I have to close the blinds so we don't get that good glare in the house because the sun is shining, like it always do. You know, ready to chop
Man,
it up, give my perspective, as they would say.
Man, if y'all don't know, man, we got the bro Rod the Real in the building, man. I gave him the nickname Rod the Real just because, man, he always standing on 10 toes, man. F how you feel, bro. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you ain't gonna waver him off of his opinion. You know what I'm saying? If he's standing
Not
on
at
it, he's
all.
standing on it. You feel me?
Not at all. Not at all. And mind you, opinion is just simply that. It's never personal. It's only personal if you make it personal. And typically, if you get to that point, then that means you got a deeper rooted issue within yourself.
Big facts, man. So you know, if y'all don't know, man, Route the Real is one of the, you know what I'm saying, hosts of the Viral Way podcast over there with Messiah, you know what I'm saying, colleague show, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
Mr. Viral himself, y'all already know. So he part of the team, he part of the squad, y'all already know, extended co-host, you know what I'm saying. So hey, we had to bring all the brothers on from the family. That's like second family over there. So hey, welcome to the
Yeah,
Sunday
yeah,
cookout,
yeah,
man.
bros,
It,
yeah, bros.
it's time to eat. It's time to eat, man. So,
Man,
topic.
I've been fasting. I've been fasting.
There we
I
go.
have my agua. I got my agua, just straight agua. You gotta purify the soul.
You feel me? Let's get it. Let's get it, man. So, hey, we was gonna start it off with some heat. Topic number one, bro. This is just appetizers. You know what I'm saying? We touch on them. We don't try to stay too long. It's just appetizer. You eat and you move. You know what I'm saying? You eat and you move
Yeah, praise
around.
God.
So,
Praise God.
hey, first topic on the appetizers, man. Can men and women be platonic friends, bro? You know what I'm saying? Without it
Well,
being anything physical involved, without it being anything extra. And if so, how do you go about doing it?
it depends on your dynamic. It depends on your perspective. Uh, if I'm asking myself personally, I'm not gonna make no new friends. However, I don't necessarily cut that off because sometimes not trying to sleep with a woman or approach her on some romantic stuff, you might get something more out of it. You might get a business venture out of it. So I look at the overall perspective. So that's why I pick people's brains. That's why I like to talk, dialogue, see what people are about. Because it's not always about the sex until it is. Now, what I do understand is that everything does stem from sexual energy.
Right, right.
I do understand that component of it. So, sure, is there a level of attraction there, the undertone? Absolutely. So, it just depends on how you're going about it. But what I suggest, you just be out here trying to be random women's friends. Absolutely not, especially because that's not absolutely your intentions anyway. So you plan yourself to start from the jump. You plan yourself. So
Right.
you already given this person, your opposition, this lady, whatever you want to refer to her as, you've already given them leverage. So what does a person do? Human nature, whether they mean to or not. Oh, now that I know I have leverage, I'm going to use my leverage. I'm going to see how far I can go with it. You've already begun the game in a losing. You put yourself in a losing position already, starting off that way.
Right, right.
You,
Man, how you feel about it, Dub? You know what I'm saying? You know I'm
hey,
gonna go last.
I know this. I know this. Women can be friends with men and really put them in the friend zone and mean it, right? Men can say that they friends with women, but if she called him today and said, "Hey, Could you come hit this pussy for me real quick? Most niggas ain't gonna turn it down, right? Right?
Absolutely not.
Fact.
Right?
That's
Absolutely
fact.
not. And the
And
reason, oh
go
my
ahead, go
bad,
ahead.
I apologize.
No, no, go
I
ahead. No, no,
apologize.
no, no. Interject.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I agree with that in the sense of because the average man does not exercise sexual discipline.
Right,
Now, could I do it at this stage of my life? I absolutely can. I'll go
right,
6, 7 months and won't touch you, and
right,
because ultimately the body does what the mind tells it to do. So I'd rather stimulate your mind personally, and and see what you about because the sex is always on the table. That's not going nowhere. As
right,
long as I'm breathing, I'm able. Like I said, I drink water. I'm a healthy black man. So you know what I'm saying. The sex is always available. So I'm gonna pick your brain and see what you about. Now, while doing such things, while picking your brain, you will tell me with your way of thinking, your way of living, your culture, all of those things, what you will put yourself in a box. Casual, just sex, etc. I don't make the decision. I allow you to write your story.
right,
I
right.
just read the book.
And see, people, men like you, kudos to you, are an anomaly, right? It's only, I'm just saying,
Correct.
only a few all together, put together official black men, especially that ain't playing a long game, meaning that they ain't looking for pussy every day. They ain't looking for new pussy every day. They probably got pussy
Yeah,
at home, but they just ain't really interested in it. If the pussy was to leave at home, they would be tripping over leaving, but they in a pursuit of pussy, even if they handling business, right? So
correct.
just like we know that it's men that already been put in the friend zone, but they will play the long game, the long
And,
con. I'm gonna call it the long con with a chick, hoping that one day either she's vulnerable, feel the same way about him, whatever. That's what I mean. That's why I don't play the bruh sis shit. Like if you meet my wife, if y'all cool be through me, we ain't doing the breast sis shit because I don't really believe in that shit unless y'all already got that. If I meet you and y'all hollering breast sis, my thing is your real brother. If you call this dude right now, it's like, hey, look, I've been feeling you. I just ain't acting on it. I'm trying to fuck with it. If he really, if you, we don't know, he ain't gonna go, nigga, bitch, you my sister. Like a real brother, it don't count, right? So I'm saying that
absolutely not.
I'm answering it twofold. For sure, I believe, I'm just, we're going to use you as an example. Any man on the screen, I would believe, can be friends with a woman, even if you like she cute or something like that, she attractive or whatever, right? You like how she dressed. I believe that a mature man can say, I ain't got no designs on her like that. And she can feel the same way, right? I believe that.
Absolutely.
But I also believe that women have been known to be better at that sincerely, more
Well,
consistent.
that's because I believe that's because by default they have the discipline because when you're always approaching, when you don't have to put in the work, you
Right,
get put in the position of you're in a lax mode. You're like, I don't have to. It's kind of
right,
like it's like I got food at the. Remember when you used to always want to eat out and your mama say, "Man, we got food at the house."
Yep.
right,
Yep.
right,
It's
exactly.
almost like, man, it's like, man, I got what oranges? Man, I got oranges, cherries, strawberries,
Right,
blueberries. Man, I got all of that at the house, and it's from the soil. Like that's not their fault. The problem is when you begin to abuse it. That is the problem. When you begin to allow your reality to just get out of hand. That is the problem. Me as a person, you are supposed to maximize your potential by
right,
all means. It's just when you start being malicious about it, you start being cold about it. That is the problem. I don't care what gender you are. You're never supposed to hate the game. Or
right,
excuse me, you hate the game, don't hate the player, excuse me. And don't hate me because I know how to play. I don't care what gender you are. The problem is when you start playing it dirty. And people don't understand that.
Nah, that's facts, man. That's facts, bro. Straight up. And my answer is gonna be short, simple, and to the point. You feel me? Yes, men and women can be platonic friends without it being anything physical, intertwined, intermingled. In that situationship, or whatever. All it boils down to is point of view. Are you really just trying to be platonic friends with her? Or are you just trying to get in where you fit in, get close to her, so that way you can go ahead and jump in there like a swimming pool? You know what I'm saying? Kendrick Lamar status. You feel me? So is you being truthful with your intentions, or is your intentions dirty? You know what I mean? Because you know how it go. A brother be like, "Oh yeah, man, I'm feeling her." Bro, you just want to hit because as soon as she tell you you can't hit, you have to talk all kind of B's and H's and oh, you ain't shit, you fat, you ain't cute. You know what I'm saying? So
well,
it
that's
depends.
because oh, okay, I apologize. My
No, no,
apologies.
go ahead, right? You good? Go ahead,
Well,
interject,
well,
bro. You
well,
good?
those, you know why they call them all bitches and all that? It goes back to what I said because you had ulterior motives, opposed to
Right,
just being straightforward. If you'd been straightforward, then no one to stun so hard. Because the reality of it is, the worst thing a person could ever tell you is no. And you've heard no before, especially being a man. But
Right.
just in general, you've never heard no before. Did you die though? What did he say
That's
on
all ego. But that be
what did
all
he?
ego. That's
Yeah,
all ego.
and that's all it is. And that
Right.
ego right there, and I think one should have a healthy dose of it, pride and ego, because you do need it.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, it goes back to what I stated. It's extreme. And there's this, once again, I refer to the seven laws of, of life or power. Forgive me. But one of the laws is ego and checking it. And he has or a acronym, which is edging God out. So when you exercise an extreme ego, you're edging God out at that moment. And once
Right.
you take God out of the equation, you all over the place.
Right. Right. And it's a
no,
book, another book called Ego is the Enemy, where they talk about that. If you ain't in control of your ego, that's the biggest enemy that you face. So basically, it's like looking in the mirror. It's the enemy within. So my thing is,
Correct.
really, if you a hunter and you out there doing that anyway, you gonna get rejected more than you gonna get yeses anyway. I'm talking about
Yeah.
if you hunting a career, if you hunting money, if you hunting women, if you you get more rejection. And just from a man or woman standpoint, we know a woman doesn't have to do much to
right,
be to be valued or to be craved. A man,
Right.
like a woman got to be feeling you for you to even be able to call her. You feel me? Like real women, they don't even get aroused physically first. They get aroused up here first. You feel
And
me
that's
what I'm
why I
saying?
said I would just stimulate the brain. First thing I'm gonna ask, first thing I like to ask people in general, but specifically with our feminine counterparts, is, hey, what's the last book you read, and what type of literature do you read, and how
Right,
often do you read? Right there, that's gonna let me know a lot of things about you immediately,
right,
because
right,
there's
right.
several ways to stimulate the mind, and I'm not opposed to entertainment. We all need that, but the majority of the time, I need you to stimulate your mind with something conducive, something that's going to help you maximize your potential, or realize what your potential is. Something in that, and something that helps you vibrate high. I'm going to ask you, what do you read? And then after I ask you that, I'm going to ask you, do you exercise? Because they go hand in hand. Fitness and your physical and mental being, they go to hand in hand. They're conglomerates, so to speak. Whatever you want to call it. Peanut butter and jelly, I don't know. Man and woman, water and sand, I don't know. They go together. And if you don't have one or the other, if not both, then what are we going to talk about after this? Because at this point, I know it's probably going to be surface level.
right,
No, that's real, bro. And I'll say that opinion, you know what I'm saying, coming from somebody who was a roommate with a female who we both liked each other. Like she thought I was dope. I thought she was dope. We was roommates at one time, never messed around, even though I've seen her physically naked right in front of me, you know what I'm saying? And we never pushed that button on each other or nothing, you know what I mean? And just kept it on some platonic friendship. And still to this day, you know what I'm saying? When we see each other, we just keep it all the way cool, just on some friend stuff. Like we ain't grabbing each other, you know what I'm saying, in different parts and groping each other and making a scene, like making it known, like, oh yeah, we could have did this, we could have like, no, bro, we grown. You know what I'm saying? We just keep it on some friend stuff. And to keep it all the way 100 with y'all, I'm gonna keep it all the way real. I don't have a lot of male friends because I enjoy female energy. If I'm gonna hang out with people, I would rather have female energy around me than to have a whole bunch of dudes around me, a whole bunch of male testosterone, masculine energy. Everybody trying to prove they harder than the next nigga, bro. We ain't here for that, bro. We all grown. You know what I'm saying? Nigga,
Absolutely.
sometimes it's your time to shine. Sometimes it's your time to sit back and, you know what I'm saying, let everybody else glow and shine. You feel me? So, but you know how that be. But that's just me personally. I got a lot of female friends. I got way more
Hey,
female
hey.
friends than I do male friends. So I'll be the
Well,
first to tell
listen,
you, hell yeah.
I totally understand because, like I said, sexual energy is the real thing, and for me, it's about there's more than one way to stimulate yourself other than within your loins. And women, are put here to be pleasurable, and just being around them is pleasurable. So it does not always have to be in the bedroom. Just like you said, feminine energy. Now rambunctious feminine energy, not Jezebel spirit energy. No. I'm not talking about that. But I'm talking about just being around actual feminine energy where they're just pleasant to be around. Their words are like honey.
Right.
You
Right.
know, like just
Look,
when you
let me
just
ask you something real quick. Did you see when Cam Newton kind of got some hot water when he was saying he can't even be around a woman? That like he said, any fine woman around him, he don't even want to be around him. He don't want to be associated with him. He don't want to because he always thinking about being on go. Like he can't even be around. Did you see that interview?
well, I didn't watch it, but I'm privy to it. You know, I know the nuances of it, so I'm not going to speak to it as though I watched it. But I grasp the
Like a
context
lack
of
of
it.
control, though. It just to me, it's like
Yeah.
go
Well,
ahead.
it's not what it is. It's just it's kind of one of those things. I can do it, so I'm gonna do it. It's not that he can't say no. He wouldn't be who. Listen, Cam Newton wouldn't be Cam Newton if he didn't have discipline in some capacity.
Facts,
No, I'm
facts.
sorry, but I'm saying, but
What
I'm saying
what
we could assume that he capping for the interview. But I mean, if a man say what he is, and like just in my history, like usually when a man
so
say
no. What I would say is what I'm saying is as one would say open your third eye. And so what I'm saying is I think he's speaking to the person who's really gonna, like as you said, dissect this and analyze this. So how I see it is
right,
whether he agrees with it or not, I think he's just speaking to the average man because he understands the average man does not have discipline. Because how you do one thing is how you do everything. I stated Cam Newton would not be Cam Newton today
I'm
if
sorry,
he had no discipline. So what I think he's speaking to is those who lack that discipline, which is the average person, this is their mindset. So hell no, I'm not finna just be your friend. So that's how he stated. So he didn't say it in that manner because what's understood does not have to be explained, so to speak.
right. Well, I'll tell you this though, right? It's people with supreme discipline in areas like working out, getting prepared for the Super Bowl, eating nutrition, right? But then they still go fuck over a kid or beat their wife or do some other shit. So I'm saying that the discipline is
Absolutely.
gonna always come down to where 100% of yourself is disciplined. So I'm saying that if a man says out loud, I can't even work with a woman, not saying the average, he's saying I, to where even the people that he was on the podcast with was like burning him. But my thing is that I didn't take it personal because I was looking at it like, well, if you know that about yourself, that's like being an ex-drug addict. If you know that you're not doing drugs now, but if you're around them, you feel me? The craving, it's like guns. Me, I can't be around guns and certain forms of violence in the game because that's where I came from. I don't want to be on that shit no more. But guns was usually the way to let me in. So if you can come around with a gun, I'm gonna tell you, hey, let me just get out of here, right? Because I can't even have. It's not that I'm weak in the sense of that, but I know my weakness is, so I don't want to even be around.
And you know what? I can't dispute that anybody who uses or exercises any type of logic should not dispute that or challenge that. Here's the thing: the reason why you're going to get pushed back is simply because people literally go out their way to misunderstand things. Quite literally, that makes sense. But people go out of their way to misunderstand things. So that goes back to what I initially stated, which is once I understand that you understand from your level of perception, there's nothing else for me to state or keep going. Like, why would I keep doing this? At this point, I'm just entertaining you because I'm gonna give you the benefit of the doubt. As though, although I know you're stupid, it's not that you're stupid. You're playing stupid. You have nothing better to do, so you want me to play this game with you. I'm not one of them ones. I'm one of them ones.
Right,
Okay.
right.
Right, on top, on
I
top, on
feel that.
top,
I feel that
on top.
straight up.
I like that right there.
So with that being said, you know what I'm saying, let's go ahead and segue into the next topic for the appetizer, you know what I'm saying? And just for those that's tuning in, bro, this is an
Share the
all
love,
female
share the
topic
love,
menu. You
share the
feel me?
love.
Share it aloud. You feel me? Like, comment, share, subscribe, slap that bell. It's free 99. Catch a vibe. You know we keep it live. You know what I mean? Just like that. But bro, all right, you know what I'm saying? Next topic. Natural beauty or made up beauty? Which one are you going for and why?
Well, I'm always for it as natural as possible, and I understand things happen, and I treat that. in every aspect of my life, from what I consume, in terms of diet and everything else in my life. So yeah, I want to be closer to the real thing as possible because it's real. So I'm gonna always go with ambiguity. We just talked about that a few months ago. With that said, I understand sometimes you have enhancements. So the way I see makeup is, I'm not against makeup. Makeup is only supposed to enhance your beauty. It's not supposed to turn you into a whole other person. That is the
Bang,
problem. That is
bang.
the problem. I'm not. Hey, listen. I love the look. I am not against makeup and the looks and all that. I like variety. Variety is the spice of life, and it keeps things fresh for you to change up your look. The thing is, though, I need to know that that's not. I need to know what you look like when you get out the shower, and I'm quoting Kevin Samuels. I don't care who like him or who don't. And if we get a chance, we'll talk about that later because it's some cats that's using his name in vain, and they some real life bitch niggas. But that's another topic. Anywho, I prefer natural beauty, natural beauty, and it's not hard. And all you have to do is just take care of yourself and again exercise discipline. And those who naturally look good, part of it is that is a blessing from God. Let's praise God first and foremost. Let's start there. Then there, that blessing from God is that He blessed you to do have some common sense to say, I'm going to put these things in my body. I'm going to put my body in motion and use it like this. That's where the attractiveness comes from because most women and men are not unattractive. They're just not in shape.
Bro, and here goes something funny what you saying that if it take me to think of, what I'm saying, like with cosmetic surgery, because even with this topic, that's in there too, what I'm saying, as far as cosmetic surgery, what I'm saying, made up beauty, natural beauty versus whatever. And it's crazy because, Drake got so much backlash because he went and got abs. And females like, oh, he got ab implants, but that's no different than y'all going to get a BBL. You feel me? It's the same thing, just different body, what I'm saying, that you
Not the
adding to.
same thing.
You feel me?
Okay.
I mean, the
It's just
same
now.
way that
I'm
we
not saying that
attracted.
any of it.
No, what I
It ain't. Look, if you hands down on all of it, bet. But I'm just saying that a nigga going to get his body enhanced in the way, especially if you got any kind of African genes in you, the way that if you really dedicate yourself to a workout and a diet that you could chisel up, especially if you pudgy, right? The way that you could do it naturally, I mean, nigga, that's just lazy. Like now look, let me get my take real quick. Shout out to the women out there that struggle with whatever they believe beauty is, whatever TV or media or they dude or motherfuckers at school say beauty is. Shout out to the women having to navigate the landmines of what men and society as a whole think and tell you what beauty is supposed to be. Bigger shout out to the women out there who keep it G and rock with whatever they got and still make us love it, right? As a
saying,
man, all we got to do, we might not even have to shave. All we got to do is shower, put on some clean clothes, and we can step out with a full beard, scraggly, whatever, and somebody going, we still going to be presentable. A woman got to go through a whole lot of shit. So for 3 minutes, sit up here and judge a woman on a panel of what I like and don't like, I'm just going to give like a vague take. If you
Okay.
if you are a natural beauty, do your thing. I love that shit. Keep your hair, your nails, all that shit. If you got your body done, right? And I can't tell, everybody should. For the motherfuckers that's out there, lopsided asses or big ass booties and legs that are skinny, looking like they fresh out the pen in the 80s or something like that. I don't know whoever your doctor is, you need a refund, you need something, right? Because there's some motherfuckers around here getting surgeries that don't make no sense. To the bitches out there with cake on, to where if they lean on you, if they touch you with some shit like that, and they leave a face print on your shirt or something like that, man, that shit you could do better, right? So all in all, I'm like for whatever women is on, really honestly, but if I have to choose, I want a natural.
I mean, that's
Uh,
that. That's even with plastic surgery. No plastic surgery for me. I'll just take your God given faggy tip, you know what I'm saying? Your ass that ain't all the way perfect, you know what I'm saying? But it's perfect, you feel me? Stuff like that. Like me personally, I feel like females' imperfections are just as attractive as the things that highlight their features that make them even more attractive. You know what I'm saying? I rock with your imperfections and your insecurities just as much as your things that's not an insecurity or your things as you feel is perfected that's on you. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't hold nothing against each other. You know what I'm saying? For real, because being flawed is just reality, bro. Nobody is perfect. Nobody will ever look perfect, not unless you're literally going to be made up to look perfect. And even then, you're still not perfect for everybody. You might be perfect for that person or that group of people, but you're still not perfect for everybody. Because somebody go still see you and be like, "Oh man, she look like a doll, man. Oh man, she look made up, man. She look plastic." You still ain't gonna be somebody's type.
Okay, that's great. That's all that I will not dispute that. However, that has nothing to do with how you the maintenance and with yourself, with your mind, and with your conditioning. In terms of how your diet, you know,
Right.
all that shit sounds good. Because I really have to say this: natural does not mean without work. I see so many people who are shaped like croissants, look like the Michelin Man, all these things. I'm not being facetious. I swear I'm not. It just has to
No,
be said.
that's the
No,
truth.
you keeping it
You
100,
know,
bro.
you just out here, man. You have a horrible diet. You don't get adequate sleep. You don't hydrate. You don't. The most you move is from you only move when necessary, and you
And you
know
eat
you get
McDonald's,
winded when
and you eat
uh,
McDonald's, you eat Burger King, you eat
all of
all
these
the
things.
fast you can
So
eat.
yeah, and for some they get blessed and the fat falls in the right places. But I don't want to keep dragging this on. Bottom line, natural does not mean without work. And I see a lot of people in poor condition, particularly our ladies who are in horrible condition, and you know who you are. If it does not apply to you, please don't go out your way to misunderstand. And those of you that it do apply it to you, same applies. Don't go out your way to misunderstand. This is what I mean about taking accountability and showing some type of discipline. I don't want perfection. I want effort. You get an A for effort because if you
Right,
give effort, you're going to maximize it. Something's going to give if you keep
right,
chipping at it, and then
exactly,
you'll see your potential. If you're not trying, how do you know your potential if you don't try?
exactly.
Right,
I agree with all
right.
that. You cooked on that because that is true. Because even when I'm in my little boot camp class and shit, right? Because I go to I'm studying for personal trainer, right? That's what he be saying. He says that too. Like even if you can't do them all, it's about your effort. Put your best effort
Correct.
forth because tomorrow you're gonna be able to do what you couldn't do yesterday. But if you ain't making no effort at all, it's just like a mother that criticize whatever you got going on. People will criticize what you got going on, but they ain't even willing to even try it. They couldn't even get like on a treadmill, would you even try that like that? Or in an entrepreneurial space, people will say what you should and shouldn't do and talk you out of your dreams. Why they afraid to even take upon those dreams. So I agree with that wholeheartedly. I'm with that.
Praise
Nah, he
God.
cooking. He cooking. You feel me?
Yeah.
He cooking. All right, you feel me? Hey, appetizers, bro. Appetizers, eating, bro. We eating. You
Hey man,
feel
I
me?
told you I've been fasting, man. I got something to say.
Hey,
You asked what I
hey,
mean. You asked my opinion.
but
You
hey,
know.
but I respect it though. That's why I nicknamed you Rod the Real. You know what I'm saying? I respect
Hey,
it. You feel
that
me? You
happens.
don't have
Hey,
to.
I might have to run with that. I might have to.
Hey, bro, go ahead, take the alley oop, bro. Go ahead and you know what I'm
Hey,
saying? Do that windmill.
hey,
Take that alley oop.
Like that.
hey, I might have to switch that up. I might have to run with that one.
I
Bro, it
like
fits
about
you,
the real.
bro. Like I
I like
literally
that.
gave you that nickname because it fits you, Rod the Real. You know what I'm saying?
Praise
Because he
God.
gonna
I
keep
like
it one.
that.
Because he's still gonna keep it 100 with you unapologetically. You know what I'm saying? Just
And if
like
you
Yeah,
got
now,
but
you would.
always
and
respectful.
if
Yeah,
you
yeah.
personal
Just
training, that's a good slogan too, because you always gonna keep it real with all your clients.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up. I'm hopping back into that for those natives. I'm in Los Angeles, California.
Yeah,
I am doing that.
good
Get at
money in
me.
that, bro. Yeah,
Yeah, get at me. We'll talk about that later. My Instagram, but get in my DM. I am
you
training.
can do that
Holler
now
at
and
your
later.
boy.
Do that now and later. Give me your
yeah, go
Instagram.
ahead. You
Okay.
know what I'm saying?
So
Tell me
my
where to find you
Instagram
at.
is my Instagram right now is Rod Livingston 5623. I am heavily in the fitness community. That's my passion. That is like what I want to own a gym one day, but I'm really into that. And I try to be as organic. I'll be talking about vitamins, all that stuff. Go follow me. It's a lot of different content on there. It's mixed in, but it's a lot of fitness content on there. Diet, all of that. Rod Livingston 5623. And I might change it. Oh, there I am right there. Praise God. Praise God. That's your boy right there. You know. And
Content.
I'm really into that. So I am back into training. So if you're looking for that, hit me up and we can get something going because that's really my passion. And I really want to help somebody maximize their potential because it really feels good when you in your best physical condition. It's good for the mental. And I don't want to get too far into it. I deal with mental illnesses, and what I will say, that is a real medicine. You do not need to take the medications. I promise you. Get in
Look,
motion.
Bob. No. Look, let me tell you something. Let me cook on you real quick. The cold part about it is the dopamine's in your brain. This is why in prison I used to like to work out first. You get up, work out early in the morning. Anything that comes your way after
Absolutely.
that, even if it's stressful or whatever, you can handle it better than if you didn't work out. This is a fact.
Absolutely.
Like I'm saying, that's why I like to get it in early. So whatever what I got coming on that day, not only that, it's an instant accomplishment. You instantly accomplish it.
Mm-hmm.
So you already feel like you went up. And another thing, when you from perspective of when you leading the exercise, when you're doing the training, it helps you too. Because you're able to
Oh,
see,
yeah.
yeah, you building something, and not only that, it's keeping you motivated because you got to keep up. You feel me? You
Oh,
gotta go,
yeah.
you gotta go over here.
And you know what I like about it? Like you said, you building something. Although this person is helping you help them, they absolutely putting in the work, but it's through you a coach and you
Right,
scoped in this and they are your walking billboard. You know what I love about
right,
fitness? You are a walking billboard. It says everything about you, not
right,
just yourself, but with those other people who put in the work. But they're gonna ask, "Hey, how did you get to that?" Oh, I had a trainer, so they get that through me. It's like, you like this, I don't want to say God, I don't want to say that. That's out of context. But like, you you like this artist.
right,
It's
Right,
like you like I sculpted this. You just I did that. That's your art. It's like
right,
and you
right,
just say, hey, you like, hey man, let me see your work. Look at him. Look at her. Look at me. I am the work.
right.
right.
You sculpted yourself the way a painter would do a picture. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. It's like I'm bragging without bragging. It's silent. It's you don't demand nothing. You command everything. When you walk in a room, I swear before God is my witness, you command all attention from everyone and everything.
Right. Right.
Nah,
I agree.
that was dope though. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm gonna have to clip that part. You know what I'm saying? He can use that for a whole infomercial. There you go. You know what I'm saying? He got his
On
own
God and all
infomercial,
heaven.
bro. Just
On
like
God and
that.
all heaven.
You know, it's love over here. It's love over here. So,
Yes,
hey, I
yes.
know this is right here. This topic right here is gonna be a little touchy for some females to hear. And before I even start, I'm not dismissing y'all as a parent. I'm not discrediting y'all as a parent. You know what I'm saying? I'm not watering down nothing that women do as a parent. You feel me? But at the same time, men have to start being men and keeping it real with women and saying, hey, fuck these feelings. You know what I'm saying? We got to keep it 100 with y'all because a lot of the times female feelings get in the way of them being the correct parent because they feel in a type of way. You feel me? So with that being said, bro, let's just jump into it, man. Are women raising soft and feminine men out here, bro? You know what I'm saying? And I'm more taken to the household that don't have the dad around, you know what I'm saying? Or have a stepdad that's there but don't really want to be there. He just there to get in where he fit in with mom. He ain't really trying to deal with the kid, you know what I'm saying? So this ain't going to the households that have a two-parent system, you know what I'm saying? A two-parent co-parent system, even if that ain't in the house necessarily, you feel me? This is for the single parent household where you have women raising men. What's up with women? You know what I'm saying? How do y'all feel about women raising men? Are they raising soft, feminine men, or you know what I'm saying? Or am I tripping?
You want to take this first, or
I was
No,
gonna let
no.
you.
Hey, you guess first. You
I
feel
was gonna
me?
let
Hey,
you guess
you
first.
the guess. Yeah.
I'll take it though.
I'll say this. I'll say this. Absolutely, whether they're single or have a man in the household, step parent or biological father. Um, I think that the intention is not coming from a malicious place in terms of the undermining and the emasculation and the challenging, particularly in front of children or all those things. You have to already, as a man, take in consideration children, especially when they're young, and even as adults, are going to naturally always take their mother's side in some manner or cling to their mother in some manner. So you got to already have that. So a woman should already know that because you are like that with your mother. Well, I say that to say this. So you need to have a high level of awareness to always constantly show some form of respect to this man in front of these children, which means do not undermine. Even if you don't agree necessarily, unless he's extreme in that moment, sit back, allow that man to do what he's doing when he's chastising and or teaching these children something, and then later on put them to the side, say something in. And as a man, you should consider that, and you should be aware that she could have said something in front of the kids, but she put it to her side. So you should have that high level of awareness to appreciate that, and she should have the high level of awareness to pull you to the side and appreciate that you are willing to listen to that, if that makes sense.
Right, right. How you
It's,
feel
it's really
about?
not complicated.
Go ahead, Rock. Go ahead.
Okay, you still going?
Oh no, that's you, player.
Okay, look, this for sure. Niggas is pussy. It ain't just I'm just to me, right? I'm just saying that like because I'm a crack era baby. So I'm a real 80s baby. Niggas be saying the 80s baby that was born in 80. I was born in 78. So I went through the whole 80s. Mom's on rocks, latchkey kid, what was constituted as trouble versus not, having a fight versus having to shoot, then like instead of having a fight. So I done went through like sometimes niggas talk about the OG shit like that, but the real reason why you look up to a nigga that been through some shit is that he's seen all the shit before you that you heard about, plus he going through the shit that you got us going through. So that means a nigga sitting in it. So we sitting in the whatever epidemic it is, and we done seen all this shit all over again. But I'm gonna tell you this,
Right.
I don't know if it's single moms because I had a single mom. I can't say she just raised me to be a man because the streets of shit, then like drug dealers and grinding for niggas and doing all that shit really kind of gave me my sense of manhood as a youngster. Wasn't the right manhood at all, but I'm saying like carrying yourself like a man, being strong, not being a bitch, all that shit, right? But I'll tell you this, to me, might sound far-fetched. People might not believe, but it ain't got nothing to do with the mama. It got more to do with society. If when you look at media, no offense to anybody, but the homosexual culture is really, really, really for real being forced down your throat. Sex education ain't just putting a condom on a banana no more. It's a whole other thing that you could be earth, wind, fire, air, a paper kite. You could be anything you want to be. You got celebrities raising young men to be young women and making that choice when they're under 18, which to me, and I'm not a homosexual, so I don't know. To me, if somebody's saying something about their sex and what they identify as, to me, it's like kind of thinking sexual. I'm not going to allow my 10-year-old, 9-year-old, 11-year-old to even say like, what you want to do, what nigga? When you 18, you would figure that out.
Right.
You gonna wear these clothes. This is what you gonna do. You gonna do on that. That got to do with the uncles, the cousins, whatever. But also,
absolutely,
the TV we was raised in front of, right? When TV raised me, I'm not saying it was a more wholesome TV. But it was a more wholesome TV, right? You couldn't say ass on the radio. You definitely couldn't say bitch and that shit on the radio.
They blocked that out.
Yeah, it was still programming. All that shit been programming, no matter what generation we in, right? But I'm saying the programming has changed now to where if you Jewish or you homosexual and you diss them, your ass is canceled. You call me a nigga. You know what I'm saying? You could call me a nigger on purpose by accident, had Tourette's, whatever, and you get away with that and be forgiven. So my point is that, yeah, some women might be coddling or doing shit like that, but some grown men are mama's boys and don't know how to.
Oh, absolutely.
And like the movie, if you ever, and when you grow up, when you really get mature, go watch Baby Boy. Baby Boy is a real true classic depiction of what young men are.
Yeah.
And that's a classic movie. So that means that it's been there. But if we go back further, and I hate to cook and burn the recipe, but go back when they hung us upside down and castrated us and left us in front of the village. Go back to why they started welfare and how you couldn't even have a man around for you to collect that check. So I'm saying that, yeah, niggas ain't been shit constantly in life. We could agree to that. Some bitches is rats and don't know what the fuck they doing and only having kids for a check or to try to keep them in. For sure.
Absolutely.
But that's not the whole of it.
No. It's a culture. It's a type of culture. It's festive. Yeah. And so it, like you just said, it really doesn't matter the walk of life or the demographic, because you have educated ladies, particularly in our community, but you have educated women, you have common women, if you want to refer us common folks, you have women, like you said, rats, whatever. But I've had the pleasure or displeasure of dabbling in all types of women in my life. Some like of a pleasure, call it what you like. So I've been around women of means. I've been around prostitutes. I've been around rats, hood rats. I've been around church girls, educated girls, and the one thing that all the pleasurable women had in common, they were still ladies in some capacity. Do you
Right.
understand what I mean?
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you're a lady, you're going to be a lady at all times. I don't care if you hoe. Listen, I'd have been around brand bunches hoes, and I'd have been around classy hoes. See, there was a time when it wasn't even called. They weren't called hoes. They were called whores, and the whores was actually that of something being classy. If you go back to the Asian culture, they were called geishas. So it doesn't matter if you were selling pussy, because that's all they were really doing.
And
Excuse
it
my
was, and
language.
before that, it was concubines. All that should be the same.
Correct. So, but there was still an elegance to it. So, there's still. So I laugh at when I hear ladies always refer to themselves as queens. Fine, I'll give you that. But if you understand what a queen is, or anything that of royalty, you understand that anything connected to royalty is regal, and there's nothing regal about how you behave. So
Right,
stop saying you're a queen. And
right.
same thing for you men. You're not a king because you're not regal. And half of you don't even understand what regal is. So we can't even go any further from this point. So please stop overusing king and queen. And I'm
Right.
going. Please. Thank you. Alhamdulillah.
No,
Right.
no, that's real, especially when you're not abiding by what is depicted of. You know what I mean? Like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's nasty work. If you're not moving regally, then why are you using that phrase and that term to describe yourself if you're not following under them actions, which is depicted by? But I feel you on
Yeah.
that. You feel
What
me?
you
I
think?
feel
What you
you on
think
that.
though, Rick? What you think about the young men right now? What you think the root of it is, or do you agree with?
I mean, I would keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like, you know what I'm saying, they do and they don't. Meaning, I feel like they do because you go pick up whatever you're around all the time. So, you know what I'm saying, if your mom is super argumentative, I be seeing a lot of dudes who are super argumentative just like they mom. Like, bro, why every time a female say something, you gotta argue with them? Like, bro, it ain't that serious. You feel me? Or they are emotionally charged. So when they react to something, they're reacting 9 times out of 10 of how they feel and their emotions and not of what they're thinking. You know what I mean? And what's in their brain. You feel me? They can't articulate what they're feeling into words correctly. So they're just gonna act irrationally and act emotionally. Like, come on, bro. Then you go acting like a female. Stop doing that. You know what I mean? So yes and no, because at the same time, a female is only doing what she knows how to do. A female can't pretend to be a man because she doesn't know what it takes to be a man. So
So that
she's
means
only going off what she's assuming a man to be as far as when it comes to raising the son. So I can't be mad at her for that. You know what I'm saying? Because
so
she's
who
just
you so
doing the
look
best she can with a
so in
messed up
that way, who
situation.
they raising them? Who raising them though, Rick? If
Exactly. So go ahead. Go ahead. My apologies.
yeah, but that means that she's not raising them to be a bitch. She's just doing the best she can, right?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
whose fault is
So
it?
with that said, okay, so can I say this thing?
Go
So
ahead.
I understand you're doing the best you can from what you know. That's a real thing. That's not the problem. You say you want a man around. You've chosen to have this man around, have an actual child with this man, or have this man be a stepfather to these children. It doesn't matter whether this man is
Right.
the biological father or the stepfather. You've chosen to have your children with and or around this man. So you see something in him to have that, right? So I say that to say this: if you recognize him to be the man, then God dang on it, he's going to be the man. Step aside when he's being the man. You can't have him be the man, but be the man the way you want to. As my uncle would always say to me, women, we're like TVs to women, and they have the remote. They want to turn us on and turn us off when they like. They want to turn the channel when they like. They want to turn the volume up or down when they like. Mute you, pause you, play, stop. It doesn't work like that. This is not Burger King. You cannot have it your way. If you deem this man uh, honorable enough, uh, whatever it is he suits you to have children with or be around the children and be someone in your life that you lay down with nightly, daily, all these things, then step aside and Give him the space to be the man that you clearly see him to be. Because otherwise, why are you even with this man? Because
Mm.
Okay,
like
flip
you,
it though. Rod, you gotta flip it. You gotta flip it. But you gotta flip it though. I know you're gonna say the other part.
which is what.
That sometimes niggas ain't shit. A nigga will lay down with a woman and make her believe that she a king, that he a king, and then leave everybody for dead.
Well. You know why I didn't say that?
Because
You know why I didn't say that?
the same man you talking about, because everybody want to be the man. Everybody.
Correct.
Ain't one man walking up acting like, look, I am a man, but I don't want to be the man. Not to no woman. So if a man
All right.
presents
So
and he have a baby even with a punk bitch, his responsibility is still supposed to be, no matter what.
okay. So all those things are true, and then there's a component of willful ignorance. I state this all the time. I'm 40. I just turned 40 this past October. So what I'm saying is, you too big for this bullshit. Excuse my French. What I'm saying is, I'm not dismissing what you stated. That is an absolute real thing. But at this point, you should have seen the game because you've been in it, around it, you sniffed it. In some capacity, this should not be new to you. This should be in your playbook already.
Talk about the woman.
I'm talking about yes.
Okay.
Yes. So that's why. That's why I said
the onus is on the woman.
at some point you keep falling for the same trick. Well, now what I'm saying is, in the beginning, when you're young, he don't even know what he's doing. Or you're young and you might be messing with an older cat and you don't know no better. Some of that capacity, I totally grasp it. What I'm saying is, how many times do you keep being around people and you don't pick up on certain characteristic traits? That's why I said it goes back to when I asked earlier, when I meet a woman, what kind of books do you read? What do you do in your free time? What do you do the first hour of your day? Those types of things let me know that you have discernment.
But Rod, the real. You got to keep it real. Listen, you can throw a fishing pole with a worm on it in the same lure in the same lake over and over again, and all the fish gonna bite on it, and you're gonna catch them and you're gonna eat them, right? One fish might be telling another fish, they all gonna fall for it. If you want, you asking for a woman to go, when that man step up, look at him as if he's the king, let him be the man, and I'm gonna step aside.
No. Hell no. That comes with time. Hell no, that's absolutely foolish.
Right, look. But
not off the rip. Oh no, I'm not saying that. Don't do that. That's not what I'm saying. Ladies, do not do that off the rip, lady. Hold on, ladies. You don't know this nigga. I was saying, if you've gotten to the point that he's your man, you've already did that already.
What I'm saying
that's what I'm gonna stop playing with me.
Right, look, give me this right here. You could be the man that's walking up to a woman and go, hey, baby, what books you read? Oh, is that right? You ain't read this about financial, this, and that? Hey, you ain't read about that? Look, I'm going to school you on all that. But he could be a wolf in sheep's clothing. I'm saying that you might be the real nigga. I'm saying women fall for bullshit. I used to be in business and seeing bad bitches with niggas I know that was in there sucking dick. You feel me? I'm saying.
Hey man, listen. Life's hard. Get a helmet. Yeah, because if we had a flip, we'd all be drunk. If we had a flip, we'd all be drunk. That's a lot of innocent, beatboxing. Man, I don't want to hear none of that, sir. Hey man, you over here explain, baby. Stop the press. I don't listen. We are 40 plus years old. I don't want to hear this. This is not Mario Brothers. I'm not Mario. You're not Luigi. Stop it. Stop it. This is not PlayStation 1. No memory card.
A lame nigga.
No. That's not. Don't put words in my mouth, please. I'm absolutely not saying that. What I'm saying is, it gets to a point where you should have some level of discernment to where you know what traits to shy away from, and that is the standards that you have for yourself. And once you see these things don't apply, they don't align, you should already know you should stem yourself away from that. People always say these things. They say one thing, but their actions say this. They say, "Oh, I'm not into drama. I'm not into drama," but they're constantly messing with a dude or a woman that's around drama.
They're working with feelings. It's a man's job to be cerebral. It's a man's job to be cerebral, see a problem, want to solve it. It's a woman's job to look at the problem, wonder how she gonna solve it, and ask a man to do it.
So ultimately, what I'm saying is, it's both parties are responsible for the mayhem that is. Everybody plays a part. But you asked me specifically about the women. So I gave my perspective from that. But if we're just speaking to it, like as they say, it's piss in the dating pool. It's hella contaminated, and can't nobody point the finger because when you point the finger, it's three pointing back at you. What I mean is, these men, they are bitch ass niggas, excuse my French. And yes, these boys are soft. It's because either they are being raised by soft emotional cats or there's no father around, so they're under a matriarchy. But even when these punk ass dudes are around, it's just like they're in a matriarchy because a lot of these dudes sit down when they piss. They argue in the comments, dude. That lets you know they sit down and piss. Why would I
Right.
argue
I
with a
get that.
person? So what I'm saying is, I understand your premise. I don't want to sit here and play like I don't understand what you were expressing. You were simply pointing out, hey, here's this component. I'm just saying, I'm going to cut out the middleman and get straight to the point. Here's the problem. Here's the solution. All that, if we had a fit, I'm not doing all of that. We can finish. This is the problem. This is the solution. Now, you might not like your options, but their options.
Right. I just know when a man pull up, man, the man got to be the man. And if a nigga want a bitch to be the bitch,
Absolutely, and everybody will fall. That goes back to what I said. You command.
any nigga around me, any nigga around me that I know he ain't fucking with his kids, even if his baby mama is
Absolutely not. So listen, I'll give you an example.
be a gremlin, and I'd be like, nigga, what was you ever thinking? But nigga, what's up, bro? You know it's Easter, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I'm gonna hold a man accountable because, and I'm not saying that bitches just dumb, but bitches be working with feelings. Niggas be working with something else a lot of the times. Like I'm just saying.
Well, as my children's grandfather says all the time, and he reminds me constantly, women work with 2/3 emotion, 1/3 logic, and then it's reversed for men. Men work with 2/3 logic, 1/3 emotion. The problem is, I always say this constantly. Everything is extreme these days and in the wrong places. So the women lean into that 1/3, that logic, or excuse me, the emotions. They lean heavily into that, and but the men do too now. Men don't lean into their 2/3 logic. They lean it. So that goes back to what you just this whole segment right here about these soft boys. So a lot of these boys lean into the 2/3, or excuse me, the 1/3 emotion heavily, and forget about the 2/3 logic. And then they got fathers raising them, emotional men. So it's a vicious cycle.
Rob, but not only that, it's women. Like I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I did 19 straight years and got out. Women was harder than niggas in a lot of ways. I'm talking bitches carrying guns, bitches and clapping motherfuckers, bitches. That's why bitches be getting popped and beat up. I ain't saying that it's right. I'm just saying that some women step into situations talking like doing shit like niggas.
You know why?
So
do you know why?
It's almost like a role reversal to where it might not just be the women's fault that that's young sucker soft ass men getting raised, but looking at men nowadays that's painting their nails, wearing blouses, rapping about whatever, wearing dresses on covers to where it's kind of wearing like to where I'm saying that the women, some of the women looking at niggas and going, this is a bitch ass nigga.
All right.
Well, absolutely. Okay, so that makes sense. So this goes back to if once you realize that, that's when you're supposed to get out of what they call the matrix and get yourself spiritually aligned, get your mind right. So this goes for both genders, for everybody. I'm not discrediting anything you're saying. I don't disagree. All I'm merely saying is once this is about having a high level of awareness. Because to continue to do the same thing over and over again is constituted as insanity. So if you're aware of this and you're not doing nothing about it, then shame on you. Your awareness is telling you these things that you guys just spoke to are happening. So now one must become something like a monk, a Buddhist, something. You got to get up out of there. And you're not doing it, but you're complaining about shit, but you part of the shit.
You gotta switch it up. You gotta switch it up.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying, man. That's all I'm saying. You have to start pulling yourself up by the bootstrap. And so, at 40 years old, man or woman, there's things that you must know and just be intent about.
Yes, I agree. At 40 and over,
that's in life. But it particularly about this man-woman stuff. If you want to be a step parent, I'm not going to tell you now. I have my reasons why I would tell somebody not to be, but that's not really what I want to say. It's your
Right.
choice. What I'm saying is, whatever you do, I don't care what you do, always weigh the options. And once you do, if you choose to embark, don't bitch about it because you knew what you was getting yourself into. Now, if at some point you find out it's not for you, don't make a big deal or deal about it. Simply bow out gracefully. That's
Right.
all you have to do. That's all I'm saying. Why is that so hard for us to do? Why?
Man.
You know
If you
why?
want to be a stepfather, be a stepfather. I don't care what no man tell you. That's your life. That's your, you know what, your swipe. That's do what you want to do. I might say otherwise, but it doesn't matter what I say. You're a man, but do it with the understanding of what you could go through. And if you should happen to go through these things or see traits, get out before the kitchen get on fire. If you see a little smoke, then hey, get away before it becomes a fire. That's all I'm saying. Same thing for you ladies. If you giving a man a chance and you start seeing signs, especially signs that you're familiar with, simply bow out gracefully. Don't make an ordeal. Don't cuss. Don't fuss. Don't fight. Don't crash out. Just bow out gracefully. And if that person cannot respect that, they have restraining orders. They have you can block people. I don't want to hear they keep DMing me. Man, block them. Oh, well, they keep hitting me from other accounts. Listen, I know there's people out there that's crazy, but you're flattering yourself right now. You want me to believe that this person keeps creating these fake accounts over and over and over and over again. This is a real life person who has a real life, a real family. Stop it. If you don't want to talk to a person, you won't. Because when you did it, you've done it before. Quit playing, people.
Nah, that's real. That's real, bro. You feel me? Hey, ride the
Look, my
real,
bad.
dog.
I'm
You feel
long
me?
winded.
Ride
I
the real.
apologize. I'm just passionate. I get. My bad, yo. My
Yeah, you
bad.
was on the soapbox. You was on the soapbox on that one for sure.
Hey, I'm
He was
telling you,
on the
ride the
pulpit.
real.
That
Hey,
nigga was on the pulpit right there.
for real. Hey, he got to
I
run
could
with
have
that,
kept
bro.
going, but I caught myself like, hey man, I have some respect, some etiquette. I apologize, and I mean that. My bad. You got to have etiquette. It's other people. I apologize.
Man, nah, ride the real, bro. We gotta stamp that, man. We gotta stamp that just like that, bro. So, hey, main course, hey, we eating on the main course, bro. I'm telling you, cooking. You know what I'm feel me? So, hey, second topic on the main course, man. Hey, I was gonna jump straight into it, Dub. Rod, I'm gonna get y'all opinion first, as always, on it, bruh. Interracial relationship. You know what I'm saying? And that could be any two different races. It don't just have to be a black and white thing necessarily, because we know there is mad ethnicities and different races. Just interracial relationships, period. Hey, what's your thoughts and takes on it? You know what I'm saying? Y'all with it, against it? Hey, let me know what it is.
I'm definitely not against it simply because I've been dating interracially my whole life. I started off that way. Now, I will say that the mother of my children is black by all intents and purposes, as she would say. Now, she has a lot of different things going through her blood, but on surface, she's a dark skinned woman with green eyes. And when I say dark, I mean Xbox with green eyes. That type.
Got you.
Sincerely. Now, with that saying though, I've always indulged in women. Women meaning black women, all shades, all cultures, white women, Asian women. I'm from Los Angeles, California, Los Angeles County, specifically grew up in the Long Beach area, Lakewood area, so forth. Just California, all the surrounding cities. We come from a diverse city, and I'm a man, and I live under universal law. Now I understand the nuances, the cultural differences, which is what people key in on, and that may matter. But if we're just talking about, man, I'm a man, I have eyes, and I like her, she like me, we just vibing as people. No, I'm not against that because you're supposed to go where you're celebrated, not where you're tolerated. And I don't care who you are. Now, if you have a preference, please exercise that. And while exercising your preference, you do not have to demean the other while doing so, and that is the problem. Now, are there comparisons? Are they valid? Sure, and there's still a way to convey that without being demeaning. And once conveying it in a respectful way, if the person goes off their way to misunderstand again, just bow out gracefully. But no, I'm not against it. I'm for it. Go where you want to be. Just understand what you're getting into. Don't complain about it, and don't throw it in people's face.
Mm. Hey, that part, Dub. You know what I'm
Me,
saying? How
me,
you feel, bro?
I feel like you love who you love. I don't really. I got a family that was spawned from interracial relationships. Rest in peace, my cousin Alicia. Like so, like to me, it's like I got family that was introduced to me as family that was white. I grew up. I'm from the Dubs. We grew up with Asians. Like that's the same hood. Mexicans, North Asian, shit like that. Like you feel me? So at the end of the day, I really don't really care. Not only that, I'm more like the culture. Like if I don't like your culture, like the way the food you eat, like some of the smells that might come out your house and shit like that, I'm more so like averse to that. Race to me is really a construct anyway. Like if we know that everything came from African, anything else on the planet, and whether it's unless it's alien, right? You know what I'm saying? It's all derived from us anyway. So to me, race is like it's more of a social construct in order to keep us against each other at all times, so we can never come together and do whatever we're supposed to do if we was unified. I don't even look at race like that. Now, that don't mean that I ain't never looked at a judge or something like that and said this white motherfucker and been racist. That don't mean I ain't never been there. That don't mean I never felt that way. But if my son come up to me, or my daughter, she's only 3 now, and she came to me and said, with somebody was another race and said, I love this person, I would more so be like, I might judge immediately. You know what I'm saying? My wife, she gonna judge. She judging. They judging, right? They immediately, they judging, right? I might judge right here, but I more so want to know what type of person it is. And I just seen love go either way. So me, I'm more like to each his own. Like I'll piggyback on him. What he said, when you do indulge in the other cultures and shit like that, be prepared for what you get in, because there are differences culturally. The way people react.
Absolutely.
The way when you go, if you get brought home to meet her family in this case, or if you bring her home to meet your family, though things happen. How y'all eat, certain smells, hygiene, like you know what I'm saying. You know, like certain things that you might think you like this because you watching Instagram and shit like that and all that shit, and you fuck around and find out. It's like being when you in prison. You fuck with a bitch when you in prison. You ain't ever been at home with her yet. You met her in prison. You get home, she might find out some shit about you. You find out shit about her that y'all really wasn't ready for. So just be ready and prepared for it. Oh, and one more thing. Be prepared for the ridicule, because we know how black people are.
No, absolutely. And antagonizing. Oh, it's going to be a lot of antagonizing from the ladies. Not the men. It's going to be the militant, them super militant men, but the women, oh, they're going to antagonize you. They're going to antagonize you. Oh, and they're going to try to fight her. They're going to try to get her to fight. They're gonna try to get her to fight. Oh, they're gonna try to get her to fight.
But with the men too, don't get it twisted. Niggas will see a badass black chick with a white dude and be like, she fucking with that wood. Niggas judge too, right? But
now my niggas though, we don't even care because we universal though. When you universal, see, I'm of universal law. That means I have universal appeal. So we already understand what the game is. That's why I said now, of my homies, we may have preferences, but of my circle, we attract all demographics of women. Point blank, period. Because we understand and we under the guise of universal appeal. Or universal law, excuse me.
A woman gonna make you feel like boo-boo. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about even if you fucked with another race back in the days and she found out about it. And we see Dr. Umar say straight up, if you fuck with anything outside of black people, nigga, you fucking over the whole race.
Hey, what that dude say? Hey, what that dude say on that movie with Tom Hanks when he said, "Hey, look at me, look at me." That's me telling you, I don't give a damn what he said. I don't give a damn. What did I just say about a man is able to do what he wants? If
believes, and that's what he wants to live his life and teach the people that want to follow that, and it resonates with his tribe, I'm not against that. But he's not going to tell me that I'm any less black. I wish he would, because you don't know me, you don't know my life, and you're not going to sit here and try to psychoanalyze me. I don't care anything about your degrees. I don't know your lived experience, and you don't know mine, and you're not going to tell me about my experience. Now, what you can say is, I won't use my experience as an excuse.
He's not the spokesman for all black people. How somebody seems like he's like the ambassador of everybody. Like all the opinions now. He's not the ambassador for that. And not only that, you can't allow somebody else's opinion to become your reality. If you do that, you're being led. Like you feel me? Oh, he got I think your headphones got
I got you now. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
What I was saying is you can't allow, I said he's not the ambassador for black thought. for one thing, and not only that, you can't allow
Correct.
opinion to become your reality. Because if you allow somebody else's opinion to become a reality, you basically are supporting it and you let them allowing them to lead and control your life. So I agree wholeheartedly.
Absolutely.
Nah,
Yeah,
and like,
yeah.
Rick, where you at?
and
We already know
and
where you
like
at.
with me, I mean, hey, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna keep it transparent. I'm gonna go ahead and keep it 110. Hey, straight pure off the break. You feel me? Uncut, no stepped on, no filter. Bro, I got 4 baby mamas. You feel me? 4 BMs. And yes, all 4 of my BMs are white. Were they chosen for them to be white? No. That's just what God put in front of me at the time that I was out here choosing to have a kid, you know what I'm saying? Or not choosing, and certain situations happen, and God said, "Hey, you ain't ready for no kid, nigga. Get ready, nigga, because it's coming regardless." You know what I'm saying? So no, me having 4 BMs was not planned. Me having 4 kids was not planned. You feel me? But we all know sometimes you live a life that the cards was dealt, and you got to handle that hand as it comes. You know what I'm saying? Not everything is go ahead is gonna be pre-deceived in a notion to where, hey, we gonna put you through this. This is how you gonna handle it though. Hey, I'm gonna put you through this, but no, sometimes it come when it happens. You know what I mean? That's just life. So the crazy part is, as far as me dating interracially, I've only gotten hate from people and females who look like me. You feel me? I get a little hate from other, you know what I'm saying, Caucasians that see me out with my kids or see me out with my baby mama, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But most of the hate that I've gotten in my lifetime have been from my own people. You know what I'm saying? Me raising my daughter, still living in the hood. Her mom having to come through, pull up, pick her up, drop her off, bring diapers, bring bottles, bring milk. You know what I'm saying? So on and so forth. Going to come in, spend a couple of hours with her while she on break from work. Stuff like that. So, you know what I'm saying? I've got more hate from my own people, and it's not because of me not being a dad, it's because of me being a dad. Oh, you only a
Okay.
dad to your kid because she mixed, you know what I'm saying, and she all pretty and stuff. Bro, if my daughter or my kids was black as fucking peppercorn, nigga, and fucking ugly as I don't know what, I'm still gonna love my kids the same. My kids didn't get love because of the type of kid that they are, who I had a kid with, who they mama is, what race and creed and ethnicity. No, bro. I'm a dad because I know what it feels like to grow up and not have your dad around. You feel me?
Okay.
I had to grow up and not have my real dad around, have my sister's dad around. You know what I'm saying? Which I still call dad to this day because he stepped up and did a job that wasn't even his job to do. You feel me? Stuff like that. So I've seen both sides of the fence. The side where you don't have a dad who don't give a fuck about you, who ain't gonna do shit for you, and the stepdad, you know what I'm saying, who love you, who doing everything under the sun for you, trying to raise you correctly, discipline you, all of that, try to show you what it takes to be a real dad because your dad ain't around to be that dad. You know what I'm saying? So I've seen both sides of the fence. You feel me? So I didn't want to put my kids through the same shit that I went through, not having my dad around. So I chose to be a dad to all my fucking kids. It wasn't because they mixed or because they moms is white. No, it's because of the nigga you chose to have kids with. That's where you females go wrong at. Just like Rod said, y'all see the warning signs and y'all still choose to have kids with these niggas and then get mad when they do a bunch of fuck shit. What you think they gonna do? You knew better to have a kid with this nigga to begin with. That was your choice. That was your fuck up. That was your decision. You feel me? Don't take it out on the kid. Take it out on you. You the parent. They didn't ask to be here. You know what I'm saying? So, do I regret having 4 baby mamas? Fuck yeah. You think I want 4 fucking baby mamas? Hell no. You know what I'm saying? But I love my kids to death and don't regret having 4 kids. You know what I'm saying? Just because of the situation of which they came. You know what I'm saying? Now, if I could rewind it, I would have 1 baby mama and 4 kids instead of 4 kids by each one of fucking baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? I would just change it, but I wouldn't change my kids being here. I love my kids to death. You know what I'm saying? But in a relational relationships, even I told my kids, love who you want. If my daughter bring home a white boy, I don't care if that nigga Asian. I don't care. Just as long as that nigga love you and treat you correctly, and you love him, and it ain't no problems, and daddy ain't gotta hang him over the balcony. You feel me? Cool. You feel me? I don't care who you date, what race, what creed, what ethnicity. That is not my business. Love who you love. You know what I'm saying? So interracial dating to
Absolutely.
me, it ain't never been an issue. Cause let's look. I mean, let's keep it 100. In 20 years, 25 years, the next generation all gonna be interracial. You see more interracial couples and dating than anything. All the fucking kids
Yeah,
gonna be mixed.
I
Well,
totally agree
well,
with that.
I can say this. I'll say this. In my city, interracial dating is not as prevalent as people love to believe it is. You got to get out of your algorithms, and then you got to think about your proximity. Now, I can say visually for me because of where I grew up at, the city, Los Angeles, California, Long Beach, all that. That's prevalent here, but this is one of many cities. Normally, people date within their culture. Ultimately, they date and marry within. They might have a sprinkler here, so it's not as prevalent. It's prevalent for you because it's normal to you, and it's normal to me because that's how I started, and I'm not opposed to dating the women that I deal with now. And yes, my lady and I do what we do. Anyway, I dabble with other cultures of women still, so for me that's normal. But I still have a level of awareness that that's not normal for most people, no matter what
Right,
culture you are,
right,
because most people, no matter man or woman of any culture, don't have the capacity to date out of their culture anyway, simply because they don't have a universal appeal. Point, quite literally, it's not as easy for a white. Y'all think white rich men can just go date another culture woman? It's not really that easy like you think. The money helps, but there's a certain genetic sexuality that you gotta have when you want to date out your culture. I don't care what culture you are. It does not apply to only black people. It applies to everybody, and everybody does not have a universal appeal. That's why if you apply it to music, they have something called a crossover artist, which means they're universal, a
right,
X factor.
right.
Mm, mm.
So people love to talk about I'm gonna go dead out of my race and throw it in one another's face. Yeah, no, you're not. No, you're not. First of all, I know better because I really be out here. I've really been living this. I know how this goes. No, you're not. Then, if you want to get statistic wise for those who like to indulge in that, no, you're not. At the rate that you, it's not happening in that way. So I would say for you, you say that's just what you know, it just happened to be that you had your children with white women. So be it. That's your prerogative. But no, that's what you like. You're just not opposed to other cultures of women because you had it with 4 women players. So let's say that that's what you like. But you're not opposed to other types of women. I had to get you on that one. And furthermore,
Nah, it's one more thing.
uh,
That nigga,
yeah,
that nigga blamed God for him having multiple baby mamas, as if God
nah,
listen, like, that nigga said,
Bruh,
I
hey,
must
look,
wonder,
bruh,
no,
I'm
nigga,
telling you.
you didn't protect us, or your pullout game whack, or something. God looking at you like, nigga, that wasn't on me, nigga. I took
yeah, don't put that on me, Ricky Bobby. Hey, yeah, I heard that too, but I don't want to get segued. But we gonna talk about that. Hey, I'm gonna get you on some stuff, but I had to throw it out there. You like white women, and that's okay. But what I will say is,
that's what it
yeah,
is.
you like white women. 4 straight nigga, 4 different ones.
Right, you ain't he ain't had no crossover. He never crossed back. That nigga never
Yeah, you
crossed.
didn't say that. You didn't say I got 4 baby mamas. One is black, one Asian, one white, one Hispanic. Then you said 4 straight. That nigga went four
That's
straight, nigga, table
preference.
salt. That nigga said I got table salt, nigga.
Like if you bring a white bitch around him, you gotta watch her. Like that nigga.
Ooh, you gotta watch her. Hey, he said if it ain't snowing, I ain't going. He said he 10 toes stop down. You know what I'm talking about, Toe? You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, no,
Hey.
you just earned your name, ride the real, because you don't know. I was waiting for you to stop talking. I couldn't even listen to you because once I heard him say that shit about God, I was like, "Oh, I can't wait to talk again. I can't wait."
Yeah, get his ass.
I couldn't wait to roast this nigga. This
Yeah,
nigga,
you gotta. I can't let that slide. He thought we was gonna let him slide too.
Oh,
that nigga said no, because what happened? He tried to enunciate it too. No, because God, nah, nigga. You
Yeah.
both
Hey, he talking about brothers. Hey, man. Hey, what he say on house party? He said, "Hey, man, go give me 2 pork chop sandwiches and a bean pie." Hey, watch out, brother.
Let me tell you, listen, bro. God, do you hear me? My wife, if my wife watching this right now, he ain't even a nigga no more. She hella hard
Man,
with it. Nigga, when it comes to that, she be tripping. I'm talking, I'll be like, it's extreme, bro.
nigga,
It's
all black chicks be tripping about that shit. What do you
baby,
hey, no,
mean?
no, no. I tell you what. Bro. So really quick, I want to really say this. Aside from what we started about, listen, man, you gonna take care of your kids no matter what, cause you a man. And so for people to try to make the correlation of your care for your kids or your lack of care for your kids have something to do with them being mixed or not mixed, don't allow people to project on you. Here's the reality, man. You gotta understand human nature, and this is what I say. A lot of things are not really about you, so you can't take it personal. People project. Human
Yeah,
nature goes like this: when you're a part of a faction and something not normal comes around or you go against what looks like the grain, you're going to naturally get pushed back. It could be with dating, it could be with religion, it could be with a gang, it could be, hey man, I'm in a union, right? Labor's union. Say I decide I don't want to be a laborer no more, and I jump ship and I go
yep,
to the contractors union for now, or excuse not the contractors, but the carpenters union. Oh damn, it's like that. So it's gonna no matter what, it's
right.
you going against the grain. So once you understand human nature, you start having a high level of awareness to not allow it to bother you, and that's where your stoicism comes in because you understand you cannot control people because they can't even control their own damn emotions. So what can you do?
Right.
Right,
Exactly.
right.
And it's pointless to do so. So you ain't like anybody really, even if you ever felt that and ridiculed you for having some children around, because they don't even know your situation, they just looking. And I understand we all have a heightened sense of like kind of knowing what judgment feels like without words. Like I think it's just
Absolutely undertones.
like we could just kind of feel like this ain't you ain't saying shit, but I know you thinking some shit. You feel me? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Any of that kind of judgment, them kind of people so lame that it don't even matter. Because
yeah, they miserable anyway.
yeah, because anything I do with some kids, who judges that? If a white kid, an Asian kid, walk up to me and need $1, I don't get. I'm not going. Well, yeah, I don't know. I'm not even thinking like that. But
Right.
culturally and historically, remember, people thought kids, parents would teach their kids that's a nigger, or when they like, it would be out there when lynching was happening. So you got to understand, it's like culturally sometimes it be that, but the stigma of judgment, you just can't allow somebody else's opinion to become your reality, or you'll never be you. That's that on that. So what we got next?
Absolutely.
Nah, that's facts, bro. You know what I'm saying? You already know, man. Dessert to finish it off, man. Dessert. Hey, this is gonna be personally based on your opinion only. You know what I'm saying? This ain't a topic. This is 5 things that is a no go as far as dealing with a female, and 5 things that you rock with as far as dealing with a female. You know what I'm saying? So we got the 5 for 5. You feel me? Give me y'all 5 things, you know what I'm saying? That's hey, I rock with her because of these 5 reasons, and give me 5 of those. I can't rock with you because of these 5 reasons. You feel me? 5 for 5.
Okay. So what am I coming with first? My 5 reasons that
Hey,
qualifies.
that's up to you. You feel me? Whichever one
Okay.
qualify
So
or whichever one put you in
oh
the
well,
flag
I'm gonna
zone.
start I'm gonna start with qualifies first because I like to speak to the things that I like speak that into the universe. So let me
Bet
start
that.
with that first.
Go ahead,
So
manifestation.
off rip, a woman who's physically fit or into physical fitness in some capacity, or athletic, because I know that right then and there you have a level of awareness right there. You already understand a lot of things without having to get into grave detail.
Right.
And then from there, you know the lifestyle, your routine, your morning routine. How's that go? So I say that would be so I said fit level of fitness. How do you stimulate your mind? Like books that attracts me to you. Um, are you soft spoken, sweet? You sweet person? Are you a nice person? Are you
Right.
nice? You know, there's a lot of ladies out here that are just not nice. Like, are you
Bet.
just a nice person? Do you have a sweet spirit? That's 3. Welcoming, I would say. I apologize. Number 4, I would say family oriented, and 5, respectful. Because if you have respect, just blatant, I mean, bottom line, blatant respect, you're going to conduct yourself as such. So those
I
are the
like
things that
that.
would attract. So those are the 5 things that would attract me
And
to
not to
ladies.
mention, you know what I'm saying, with her being, you know what I'm saying, on her physical, you know what I'm saying, being physically fit, that's just something y'all naturally already have in common, just right there off the rip. You know what I'm saying? Just at frame, eyesight level, just a surface level. That's something y'all already got in common without even have to ask about detail. Like, do you do this? I could look at you and be aware, like, all right, you take care of your body the same way you could look at me and say, hey, I know brother take care of his body. You know what I'm saying? We already got something in common off the rip right there. That's a conversation starter.
Yeah, and part of attraction in the seven laws of attraction, it talks about having alignment with the person, spiritually, mentally, and or otherwise. Yeah, and if you don't share the same views on a deeper level or have the same lifestyle things, you're gonna conflict. It's not gonna work. So that's why I started off with fitness. It's not about being superficial. You already understand aesthetically what you like. I see people who are not necessarily gym rats. It's let me make this clear. There are beautiful women in this world that do not work out. I want to make this very clear. Let me make this very clear. There are women walking this earth ain't never stepped in a gym. Boy, listen, give you a run for your money in more ways than one, visually and otherwise. What I understand is the science behind it, and because I'm so passionate about life, I understand that although you may look good long term, if you don't take care of yourself, you're gonna decompose. You're gonna that's not gonna be. So I look at the long term in it. So I prefer a fit woman, and I understand you have the awareness. That's what that is for me. And then visually, when you are the fittest version of yourself, whether you believe it or not, you do look the best. Whatever
Right.
your
You
fittest
more
version of
confident.
yourself
You
is.
more confident.
So I want to make that very clear. And so that's why I led with fitness because all of that I just said, that's what I meant. I ended up saying it anyway. So my bad if I overspoke. I know my man didn't give his version of his five, what he like.
No.
Nah, you good.
You
You
gotta give us
good.
those
You
5
feel me?
deal breakers.
Oh,
Yeah.
now
Your
deal
5 deal
breakers.
breakers.
Oh, doesn't work out and or exercise a quality diet or adequate way of living. Does not have some kind of spiritual foundation or meditate in some capacity. Uh, it stimulate themselves that way spiritually. Does not stimulate their mind, in terms of reading or fill their heads with a bunch of bullshit crap. Like I said, tell me you watch baddies, I'm not gonna take you serious. I'll put it to you that way. The door is not the door is closed. It ain't locked. So if I see you get yourself together, you might have a chance. But yeah,
I'll
you
feel
you
you on
know
that though. I'll
how
feel
do
you.
you stimulate your mind? Again, are you rude, obnoxious, rambunctious? That Jezebel spirit. That's number four. And again, five, lacking that exercise, accountability, having awareness. I understand you're a lady and you have feelings, and I don't want you to be a man. I promise you, I don't want you to be a man. What I'm saying is, I need you to still have exercise your level of awareness when it matters, not just when you're trying to be malicious.
Mm, that part. That part. All
Okay.
right, man. Hey, I rocks with that, man. Y'all got his 5, you know what I'm saying? Hey, qualifications. You got the 5 disqualifications. I can't rock with you. Hey, you already know Rod the Real. Go keep it exactly that real with you. You know what I mean? So, host, how you feel, bro? What's on your mind, man?
I'm superficial and I'm internal. Nice teeth is my likes. You gotta have good teeth, right? A nice odor, smell. I'm talking whether you're in the shower, out the shower, in the bed, whatever. Like you know what I'm saying. Uh, Financially savvy, right? Meaning you ain't got to be rich or you shouldn't be poor. But I'm saying you know how to rock the bills, you know how to fuck with the taxes, your credit good, shit like that, right? A maternal instinct, right? Maternal meaning that whether you mothering a kid, whether we ain't got one yet or whatever, even if we do, but I can see it in you because sometimes you give it to me, right? So that's like a togetherness to me, the maternal instinct, right?
Mm,
Uh, and the fifth one is all got to do. And when I say it, it's gonna sound fucked up, but a woman that knows when to shut the fuck up, when it's time to just, you know what, that was I could tell that was enough. Like
right.
I don't even know if that's even possible, but just a woman that knows that I could look in this nigga face and tell that let me just be quiet. Or I'm learning right now. He's schooling me. He giving me some game. You feel me? I'm saying this game time. Let me just be a lady. Let me sit back. So a woman that can listen and know when I want to talk. That's my 5 slaps right there. Going
Okay.
backwards, bad teeth, never. I can't kiss you. I can't do much with you when I'm looking at you. If I'm looking in your eyes, I'm constantly looking down at that. It's a distraction. I can't.
Yeah.
I'm just sorry. Like I'm saying, uh, no disrespect to the people that love what they love, but I don't want no fat bitch. I just don't want. She just can't. You know what I'm saying? She just can't. She just can't. Listen, I'm sorry. Listen, I'm sorry, man. Listen what I'm saying. I'm just sorry. I'm keeping it real. Listen. I'm gone, man. This shit is a joke to you, bro. This shit ain't no joke. Listen,
man.
so bad teeth, a fat bitch, and whatever constitutes a fat bitch is if your shoes lean. But now, mind you, it be some fat bitches that do be cute. They be having a little dress code and smelling. They probably got their paper up. I'm just saying, I'm just not me. The third one is bad credit. Like just saying, rolling the earth. And nigga, and you got that 502. You trying to get the CPN to move in something? That ain't cool. The super, I always tripping, loud. And I don't mind like a thug. I'm just saying always. I can't do it. I just can't do it, right? And a woman with too many homosexual friends. That's it. I can't do it.
Man, look, hey, I respect it, man. Hey, I love my big girls. You feel me? Hey, y'all already know, man. Fuck with your boy. You feel me? I love my big girls. You feel me? Big girls need love too. You feel me?
And I have my thought about it, but what I'm really learning is I believe that thought, but what I do believe is too, because I'm so in tune and aware and understand sexual energy, you can't tell a person what get them going, for better or worse. Now, I think some things that's where discipline come in. Some things you just should not indulge in. However, under the guise of men and women, despite my thought process of the type of men and women that deal with each other, sexual attraction is sexual attraction. And so, with that being said, if big girls is your thing, they are. For me, they're more of a kink.
I love all women. You feel me? I love all women.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to discriminate against a female for being a big girl, though.
You said they're more of a what?
You said for myself, for me, big women are more of a kink for myself. But long term, in terms of long term, I would never date one long term because it's a conflict of interest. It's a culture clash. It's a lifestyle clash. Clearly, you're that
it really
big.
is, though. It really is. With
For the lifestyle
working
I
out as
lead.
much as you do, she's not gonna understand that when you up at 5 a.m. about to hit the gym and she still want to sleep in.
Right, so that goes back to what I started off where I stated earlier. Believe me, there are women of all shapes and sizes that I'll tell you what, boy, it's up. I don't give it. But if we talking about lifestyle, it conflicts with the lifestyle I lead. So long term, I could not do that. So I don't mean to be facetious. This could only be casual. You could be like a cool girlfriend.
You're being facetious. You're being facetious. I know you don't mean to be, but you're being facetious. Just
how so? How so? How so?
I mean, he's just being real, though. I mean, that's being 100.
Because you sound just like me, except you're articulating it better. You just don't want a bad bitch can't be your wife.
But see, no. I stay. Wait, well, see, here's the thing. You just were more blunt about it. I made that clear when I said I like women that work out. That was already understood. See, I didn't have to say all of that. But now, since we're giving it context and I'm feeding it, sure. But that was already understood. You said that. When I say I like women that work out, clearly that's already understood. Well, I don't work out. So with that man say, Queen, you're not qualified. You already know that. I don't have to tell you this.
Real quick, what I heard about Rec, what he said real quick is, not only do Rec like the bunnies, he like them big.
No, I like all women. I like all women. I just don't discriminate over a female because of their shape or their size. You know what I'm saying? So I'll fuck with skinny chicks as skinny as me. I'll fuck with thick females. I'll fuck with bigger females. You feel me? Like, nigga, I'm skinny as shit. Nigga. Every female is bigger than me.
Let me ask you a genuine question. Because everything to me is about everything. You pick your friends, your career, you choose stuff predicated upon lifestyle. So, are you an active person who works out sincerely?
You me?
No. Like, I don't work out, but just as the nature of my body stature, you wouldn't be able to tell that I don't work out. Like, I'm not fat or at all. You know what I'm saying? I got a frame, I got abs and everything. Like, I'm cut. You know what I'm saying? I just don't work out.
That's not what I asked you. Explain back it. I just asked you one question. Is working out Your day is that a part of your culture, your day-to-day regimen? That's your program.
Nah,
No, it ain't. It
Well, of
ain't.
course, so of course you don't have no problem with all types of women. That's not your life.
I
Like,
see what
come
you're
on,
saying,
man.
though. I see what you're saying, though.
So listen. So this goes back to what I said. Human nature. See, you're not paying attention. Now, are we paying attention, player? Human nature. So your human nature right now, and I'm not judging you. I'm merely pointing out to you. Your human nature is to get with like-minded people. So right now, exercise, that type of lifestyle is not at the forefront of your life. So that's how you choose your women. So of course it don't matter. You don't have no problem with big women. But I can assure you of this. The day you sit back and decide that I'm going to get in shape, start eating different, your friend circle is going to change, and so are the quality of women that you want and attract. I promise you this. Until then, you're going
Stop
to
eating
continue to
Taco
like
Bell.
big girls.
He got to stop eating Taco Bell and McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? And shit like
Nigga,
that.
I
He got
don't
a
even
whole bunch
eat
of like.
fast
I'm
food.
just
I don't
saying
want to
real.
eat no human meat.
He's
I'm
not here
cool
to
on
Hey,
that. I
judge.
bro,
don't
bro,
eat nothing
bro,
with
bro,
fast
bro,
food.
He's not
bro.
here to judge you, Rick, but I am. He's not here to judge. My job is to judge you when you say some shit out loud. But he's hit it on the nail on the head. The reason why is because although you have a discipline, when it comes to that, you like, bro, I just take them big, tall, skinny, fat. The same way you take your food and beverage. You feel me? The same way you're not working
Mhm.
out. You feel me? Your lifestyle choice is kind of like, you feel me?
I don't eat fast food, nigga. I eat at home, nigga. I don't even eat fast food.
Listen, man. You eat on chicks that eat fast food. Praise God, alhamdulillah. You heard it here first. Come on now. Come on. Can I hit them? Somebody on God and on the heavens.
Nah,
Come
but hey, I
on, man.
respect it though. I respect that though, bro. You feel me? Cause I'm gonna keep it real with you. That's why I fucks with, bro. You feel me? Hey, nigga, you gotta roll with that, man. You gotta
What's
stamp
your
that.
five
It's
dollar dollar
official,
though?
bro.
Hey, Rob the Real. I think I asked my lady what you think about Rob the Real. She said they do got a ring to it. I think that's gonna be my handle in these streets, these
Yeah,
YouTube,
Appreciate
bro.
it,
You
these
brother.
got you gotta go
viral
ahead and
streets.
stamp that. Double
But
R, bro. That's the
yeah,
bro.
I
Double
think I'm
R.
gonna get it on the shirt. That's gonna be Rob the Real.
You
Hey,
feel
babe,
me?
I think I'm
Double
gonna do
R
that,
for
baby.
short. You feel me? If you really know me, you can call me Double R because you
Hey,
know where it
hey,
stems from.
oh, double up. Hey, man, hey, somebody timestamp this, pin this clip. Remember this, because when it blow up, I gotta give credit where credit is due, where it started here from.
You
Man,
feel
shouts
me?
out salute. You already know,
And
bro.
shouts
And
out
like,
to
bro,
Dub. And shouts
and
out to Dub for always inspiring Rick to do dope shit since I've been around. So you welcome, Rick.
thank you. I appreciate that. Good looking out, though. You feel me? I couldn't have did it without you, bro.
You understand? What's your five though? So we can end it. We can end it. At the
All
end of
right, man. Let me give you my five. You know what I'm saying? My five. You know what I'm saying? Good qualities, bro. You gotta be smart, sense of humor. Basically, you gotta have a head on your shoulders. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be smart. You gotta be able to hold a conversation. You gotta have a sense of humor. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Like, bro, that's just something that's just subtle and simple that goes so far. You know what I mean? Because you can have good conversations. Man, good conversations never fail. You feel me? They never end. You know what I'm saying? You could talk about this for hours, you bro. You know what I'm saying? Like good conversation, sense of humor, just the basics. You know what I'm saying? That you definitely gotta have that. You know what I mean? And that ain't even nothing hard. That ain't nothing hard. Number two, you know what I'm saying? What type of parent are you? You know what I'm saying? If if me and you was about to get down and your kid is in the other room crying because they need a bottle, they need to be, you know what I'm saying, they need to be pertained to, you know what I'm saying, attended to, whatever that may be, if you sitting here playing your kid short because you trying to get some D up in you, I can't fuck with you. Because if you go treat your kids like that, how the fuck is you about to treat me? You don't even give a fuck about your kids. So I'm supposed to think that you gonna give a fuck about me and you don't even care about your kids? Come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you feel me? You got to be an actual parent. What type of mom is you? You know what I'm saying? How you talk to your kids? Because I hate when I hear mothers belittling their kids, calling them out their name. Are you a stupid ass nigga? Are you acting just like your dumb ass daddy? Man, come on, bro. Is all of that necessary? You feel me? Like, ain't none of that necessary, bro. You ain't got to belittle a kid. You feel me? Just let them know what they
Uh,
doing wrong and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you ain't supposed to be over there messing with that. Bring your butt over here. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to call them all kind of dumb and you stupid and bro, that ain't necessary. You You know what I'm saying? So be mindful of how you talk to your kids. Because if I was to talk to you the way you talk to your kids, you'll be pissed. Why you mad at me and you ain't mad at yourself and you be talking to your kids like that? Come on, bro. You feel me? Number three, number three, you know what I'm saying? Just be honest and open about who you is. You feel me? Just be 100. You know what I'm saying? The good, the bad, and the ugly. You know what I'm saying? Just be 100 and let me decide if that's something I chose to deal with or not. You know what I'm saying? You can't choose to deal with a situation 110% wholeheartedly if you don't be given, if you're not given a whole situation 110% from the other person. So I can't choose to ride with you in a situation if I don't know what kind of keys you got to what car. You know what I'm saying? I'm riding, but where we riding? We riding in the car, we riding on the bus, we riding on the go-kart, we riding on the scooter, we riding on a big wheel, 10-speed mountain bike. What we riding on? You know what I'm saying? So just be upfront and honest. You know what I'm saying? Honesty go a long way. Just be real. I respect you more just for being real. Even if it don't go in my favor, I'm still gonna respect you more just for being real. So to the females that turn me down like, man, I fuck with you, but you reckless, you ain't my type, but you cool as fool. I respect you because you kept it real. You know what I'm saying? So even getting turned down ain't even a turn down. I'm still giving you props for keeping it 100 because I fucks with that. You know what I'm saying? Even if it don't go in my favor. You feel me?
How many is
Number
that?
four. Huh?
I don't know how many that was.
Oh yeah, that was third one. Number four. You know what I'm saying? Number four, the company you keep. What type of friends you got around you? Because if you got a bunch of ratchet, ignorant ass females around you, I already know what they in your ear talking about and saying. You feel me? And now I'm in a relationship with you and all your goofy ass friends. I don't want to be in a relationship with you and all your goofy ass friends. I want to be in a relationship with you, you know what I'm saying? And your articulate friends that's grown, that know how to you know what I'm saying, know how to converse, that know how to communicate. I want to be in a relationship with you and your grown ass friends, not with you and your ignorant ass friends. So, you know, if you got a bunch of dumbass friends pulling you into the club every weekend, all girl, he this, all girl, you don't need this, all girl, you can find somebody. Go ahead, be with your friends. You feel me? Because obviously they more important than whatever nigga it is you date. You feel me? And you know, last but not least, you feel me? Just hygiene. You know what I'm saying? Cleanliness. You know what I'm saying? How you keep your shit. You feel me? How you keep yourself. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. You already know. You know what I mean? Don't nobody want to be fucking with nobody that's a hoarder. You know, like the fuck is we talking about? So yeah, definitely. You know what I'm saying? How you keep yourself. And my five negatives. You know what I'm saying? It just be super quick. You know what I'm saying? If you out here promiscuous in the streets, I can't fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? If I met you and we met because you cheating on your nigga with me, you think I'm about to cuff you and I know just how I met you? Hell no. I'll be stupid as fuck if I cuff you and I just met you cheating on your nigga with me. You know, what we talking about? You know what I'm saying? So no. Anybody promiscuous, you still in the streets, I'm gonna leave you where you stay at. I'm gonna leave you in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Anybody, you know what I'm saying, that's out here on some five finger discount, bruh, I don't want to go to jail fucking with you. If you can't keep your hands in your pocket, nigga, I don't want to go to jail fucking with you. You know what I'm saying? Like dead ass, bro. So if you out here in the streets doing too much, hey, I ain't got no felonies. I'm not about to adopt felonies because of another bitch. All right, if I ain't getting none on my own, I'm not getting none because of somebody else. I'm cool on that. You know what I'm saying? Dead ass, for real, for real. Number three, you feel me? If you got a smart ass mouth, watch how you talk to people. Be mindful of how you talk to people because the same energy that's given is gonna be the same energy you receive. So if you giving that fucking ignorant ass, I could do this, bruh. You feel me? I ain't gonna argue with you because I'm a dude that don't like to argue. But I got females on deck that hit bitches. Like I ain't gonna hit no bitch, but I got bitches that do hit bitches. So I'm just gonna call one of them like, hey, come over and handle this because nigga, she tripping. She doing too much. She ain't jumped out her body. I can't do nothing because I'm a dude. But pull up, you can. You feel me? Straight like that. Be mindful of what you're saying to people and shit. And last but not least, you know what I'm saying? Last but not least, easy no go, bro. Is if just like the same thing with the crib being clean. If your shit is all fucked up, I'm not fucking with you, bro. If you hiding food under your bed from 2 months ago, I'm finding old ass pizza, McDonald bags, and, bro. We not doing this. We not doing this. You know what I'm saying? Cleanliness is everything and shit. Like I don't even feel comfortable laying with you being naked in bed. If you, bruh, like, nah, bro, we can't do that. Cleanliness go a long way, bro. For real, for real. So you already know, man. That's my five no goes, my five. You know what I'm saying? Qualifications. You feel
If
me?
you call a bitch to beat up another bitch, just know that the bitch that was probably stealing somebody's store wouldn't send you to jail before the bitch that you called to beat up the other bitch would. So just know that could end up being an accessory to something because you call somebody with it to assault somebody, you can end up in court. I just want to let you know that.
Well, better them than me. You feel me? Because I can't be a nigga in jail beating up another female because I don't beat on females. You feel me?
Or you can
But I
just let
got
it go.
females that beat on females.
Just walk away.
So I was just going to say, how about you just, didn't we just talk about bowing out gracefully,
Walk
you
away.
being a man, being logical? Why is it never, well, let me ask you a question. Human nature, see, you see how you making my statement more?
Nah,
Human
that's
nature.
real though.
Is
That's what
that's
I'm
that
saying.
pride. That's that pride and ego. Remember I said ego edging God out? You took God out of it and now you off your rocker
Right.
because you let your pride and ego kick in. All you have to do if you seen that the woman was rambunctious, is she stopping you from leaving, or does she have a gun on you? No, walk away. So at that point, you've allowed her to drag you down to her level and beat you down with experience. But hey, go ahead and do you, player. What do
No,
I
no.
know?
Hey, now you know what? Now, anytime a situation happen, I'm gonna have Rod the real in the back of my, in the back of my conscience. Like, bro, you know what
Your
you need
name
to
is
do right
reckless,
now.
bro.
You feel me? Dead
Your name
ass.
is reckless. You say reckless shit.
I know. It comes with the name. It comes with the territory. I can't.
Oh, you can absolutely help it. You just what it is if there's a capacity of it that is very charming about it, and you crafted it in a manner where this shit is cool, and I feel you. But at some point, when this go off in real life, you got to know that that's not conducive. That's actually counterproductive to what you're trying to do. Because I know you want to do good things. You seem like a nice guy. I wouldn't be on here if I thought otherwise. So what I'm saying is, on some real life player type stuff. Hey, come on, player. You know better than that.
Right. Yeah, because you ain't about to, because calling a bitch to beat up another bitch, you don't need to be around that bitch. You just said that's what you don't like about it, so just don't be around her. But you know,
Nah, that's real. I respect that though. I respect
it's
that
my
though. You
job to
feel me?
protect.
Rod the real. You
You
feel me?
feel
I
me?
respect it.
But you know, it's all love for me, man. Nice meeting you, Rod. I just followed you. I got like 5 pages.
I appreciate it.
I just followed you for free, but not free. I got like 5 other pages, Global Mafia and stuff like that. But do you
Yes,
have
sir.
anything before we get up out of here? Anything dropping, anything going down, anything you want to shout out, anything that you want to like let the people know when we replay it?
Yeah, anything you want to
Well,
promote? Anything, bro? You feel me?
well, right now I'm getting back into my fitness training. So, like I said, if you looking for a fitness trainer, come mess with your boy. Again, my IG right now is Rod Livingston 5623. But I'm really finna change it to Rod the Real, actually, real spill. But right now
Right.
I'm just doing. I'm heavy on my fitness tip. But I got some things that I'm working on. Uh, I'd rather move in silence like lasagna. So, but be on the lookout for some stuff coming from me. But right now, holler at me on this fitness stuff. Your boy will get you right.
Follow
Right.
Rod the Real. We manifesting it. Follow Rod the Real.
Big facts.
Yes,
You feel me? And
yes.
if y'all want to see him on some podding, you know what I'm saying? Because, hey, he's not just a guest over here. He does, you know what I'm saying, do his own show. Catch him on the Viral Way podcast. Go over there, subscribe to the bros. That's the second family, man. You feel me?
Oh
So if
man, the
y'all want to see
bros.
more of his takes and opinions, y'all can catch more of Rod the Real on the Viral Way podcast also.
Praise God. How do I lie? I appreciate y'all. It's all love over here.
Man, you already know all love is always, man. That's why I'm always preaching that because, hey, man, that's what we don't do just as a black community, man. You feel me? We got to start showing each other more love. You know what I'm saying? Even if brothers is in the same lane, whether that's podcasting, music, fashion, acting, whatever you do, man, show love to the next brother over from you. You know what I'm saying? Love is free 99. Support is free 99. It ain't gonna kill you to give another person a platform to come up there and kick it with you. You feel me? It's all love, man. That's what we gotta do, bro. Y'all see what kind of day
Praise
and
Make
time
sure
God.
we
and make
in?
sure we protect the snow. Protect the snow. With my nigga reckless tongue.
All right, y'all.
All right, man.
Y'all
It's
have
all
a good
love.
one.
Love a minute.
We
All
show.
right, player. Y'all have a good one.
Love as always, man.
Yes,
Hey,
sir. Yeah.
appreciate you.
All the time, man. All the time, man. That was a good one. I like that.